Hello friends, in last lecture we saw how to solve a pair of equations that can be reduced in the form of linear equations. So we'll continue with the same. So here I'm going to start from question number 20, exercise 1. Exercise 1, it's question number 20 and we'll see some of its part. So I'll start with the second one. First one you have to do by your own. We saw the similar question, so I will start with the second one. Given equations are, okay, I'm directly giving you the solution. Given equations are 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y. 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equal to 2. Okay, let this is be equation number 1. Another equation is 4 upon root x, 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equal to minus 1. This is our second equation. Okay, 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equal to 2, and 9 upon root x, sorry, 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equal to minus 1. Okay, so let us see how to solve. So first of all, we have to convert these equations, or we have to rewrite these equations in the form of a pair of linear equation, because right now this is not a linear equation, because variables are not only in the denominator as well as their powers are not positive integers. Okay, so rewriting equations first and second by taking 1 upon root x is equal to a and 1 upon root y is equal to b, we get. Okay, see here it is 2 upon root x, that means 2 into 1 upon root x. Similarly 3 upon root y, that is 3 into 1 upon root y. So now I am doing this replacement. Here I am writing a, here I am writing b. Okay, so this will become 3a, sorry, 2a plus 3b. 2a plus 3b is equal to 2. Okay, let it be our equation number 3, and this will become 4a minus 9b is equal to minus 1. Let it be equation number 4. Now we have to apply any of the algebraic method to solve equation 3 and 4. Okay, so here again I find that it is easy to solve it by elimination method. For that, two things can be done. If I want to eliminate a, I need to multiply first equation by 2, so that this particular term becomes 4a, and then by subtracting I can eliminate a. Or if I don't want to subtract, if I want to add, then instead of multiplying by 2, if I multiply this by 3, so this will become 9b, and then just by adding I can eliminate b. So here I am using elimination method, and here I also find that it is easy to eliminate b as compared to a. So now multiplying equation 3 by 3, we get what we get. 6a plus 9b is equal to 6. Okay, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 9, 3 to the 6. So this is b equation number 5. Now by adding 4th and 5th, definitely I can eliminate b and I will get the value of a. Now adding equation 4th and equation 5 and equation 5 we get, see, 6a plus 4a, that is 10a, is equal to 6 minus 1, that is 5. Okay, if you are not able to understand this, then do write in this way. First, do write the fourth equation, 2a minus 9b equal to minus 1. Over here, 6a plus 9b is equal to 6. So, just by adding, you can eliminate this. Here, I will get 10. A is equal to 5. So, a is equal to 5 upon 10. A is equal to 1 by 2. But here, we are not finding a or b. Here, we have to find x and y. So, at the place of x, I can put 1 upon root x. Therefore, 1 upon root x is equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore, root x is equal to, if I reciprocate, then I will get the value of root x. Now again, they are not asking to find the value of root x. So, to get x, we have to make square on both sides. So, I will get x. Therefore, I can write x is equal to 4. So, this is the value of x. Now, as I told you previously as well, by putting this value of x in either of these two equations, definitely it is possible to get the value of y. But instead of that, always go with this. That means put the value of a in either of equation third and fourth to get the value of b, and from that value of b get the value of y. So here now put a is equal to 1 by 2, sorry, yes, a is equal to 1 by 2 in equation 3. In equation 3. So 2 into 1 upon 2 plus 3b is equal to 2. So 1 plus 3b is equal to 2. Therefore, 3b is equal to 1. Therefore, b is equal to 1 by 3. Now, b equal to 1 by 3, but b is equal to what? 1 upon root y. Therefore, 1 upon root y is equal to 1 upon 3. Therefore, root y is equal to 3, and hence y is equal to 9. So, these are the values of x and y. So, here I do write the concluding statement. Thus, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 9 is a solution of given equation. Okay, we cannot write that given pair of linear equation, because this is not a linear equation. So here you have to take care of this thing, that do not write the word linear, because these are not the linear equation. So these are the values of x and y. So please note it down. Okay, so now before we move to the next question, let us cross verify whether our answer is right or not. See, first we'll see in equation 1. The value of root x is 2. Okay, value of x is 4, root x is 2. So at the place of x, if I put 4, so this will become root 4 is 2. So here I can write 2. Okay, similarly, y is equal to 9. So here root 9 is equal to 3. Okay, now 2 by 2 is 1, 3 by 3 is 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So this is verified, isn't it? Simply we have to put the values of x and y to check whether our answer is correct or not. Again over here, 4 upon root 4 minus 9 upon root 9. So 4 upon 2 minus 9 upon 3. So here it is 2 minus 3 minus 1. Yes, it is equal to minus 1. So our answers are also correct. Now we will see question number 3. Question number 3, it is 4 upon x. 4 upon x. Okay, I can directly write given equations are 4 upon x plus 3y is equal to 14, 1 4. Okay, let it be equation number 1. Now another equation is 3 upon x minus 4y. 3 upon x minus 4y is equal to 23. Okay, if you see the question in the material, you will find there is one more information. See, in the previous question it was given x comma y is not equal to 0. Okay, over here it is given x is not equal to 0. Okay, why x is not equal to 0? Because if x becomes 0 over here, it will become 4 upon 0, which is not defined. That's why you will find in all these questions denominator should not be equal to 0. Okay, we can also say if denominator becomes 0, it won't be a rational number. Otherwise here it is 4 upon x is a rational number. Even though x equal to 1, it is a rational number. And in a rational number, denominator should not be equal to 0. That's why you will find that over here x should not be equal to 0. Okay, now in the previous question, both variables were in the denominator. So we assumed 1 upon root x equal to a and 1 upon root y equal to y. Or in the last lecture we saw a question in which x upon y were in the denominator. So we assumed 1 upon x equal to a and 1 upon y equal to b. But over here only one variable is in the denominator. So here we have to make only one assumption. That means 1 upon x equal to a. Y is already in the numerator. That means this term y I can say is a linear term. Okay, so rewriting equation 1 and equation 2 by taking 1 upon x equal to a, we get what? 4a plus 3y is equal to 14. And over here 3a minus 4y is equal to 23. This is equation number 4. Okay, now these are definitely a pair of linear equation in one variable where where variables are a and b. So after this, how to solve this, that is very easy. Simply again we can apply either elimination method or cross multiplication method or substitution method. Okay, so here I'm leaving this for your homework. After this you have to do by your own. So note it down up to this point, and remaining portion you have to do by your own. Okay, so now we'll come to the question number 5th. Question number 4th, this type of question we already done. So now I'm skipping this and now we'll see question number 5th. Okay, however, when I solve this, you'll also find that this type of question has been already discussed, but still here we'll start question number 5. 20th question number 5. 7x minus 2y. Okay, given equations are 7x minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. Let it be equation number 1. Then next is 8x plus 7y upon xy. 8x plus 7y upon xy. 8x plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. Again, if you observe over here, it is given x should not be equal to 0, y should not be equal to 0. Because that denominator becomes 0, so it won't be fraction. Now, let us see how to solve this. So, rewriting equations first and second as follow. Okay, see, this is 7x minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. So here I can write, therefore 7x upon xy minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. Now here you can see x and x will cancel out, so I will get 7 upon y minus 2 upon x. Over here I can cancel x and x, isn't it? This x and x we can cancel, over here we can cancel y and y. So 2 upon x is equal to 5. Let this is be equation number 3. Now in the similar way we rewrite the second equation. Okay. Now here we have 8x plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. So 8x upon xy plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. So this will become 8 upon y plus 7 upon x is equal to 15. Let it be equation number 4. Now as I told you, when I rewrite these two equations, you will find that this type of question we have already solved. This is simply 1 upon y and 1 upon x we have to replace. Okay, the only way that particular expression is written in another way, otherwise it is same thing that we already solved. We can say this is almost similar to question number 1 of 20th. Okay, after this now we have to go for the substitution. That means we have to 1 upon y and 1 upon x equal to b or vice versa. So now again rewriting equation third and equation fourth by taking 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b, we get. Okay, so 1 upon x equal to a, 1 upon y equal to b. So here I do get b minus a or 7b minus 2a is equal to 5. 7b minus 2, because I took 1 upon y equal to b, that you have to take care. Okay, 1 upon y equal to b. So 7b minus 2a is equal to 5. This will become my equation number 5th. And this will become 8b plus 7a is equal to 15. Equation number 6. Now we have to solve 5th and 6th by any algebraic method, that is cross multiplication method or elimination method or substitution method. Okay, so now here I am using the substitution method. For that I will select equation number 5. Now from equation 5, 7b minus 2a is equal to 5. Okay, so 7b is equal to 5 plus 2a, b is equal to 5 plus 2a upon 7. Let it be 7th. Okay, I hope up to this point it is clear to you. So I am giving you 2 minutes so that you can solve it further by your own, and then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, so let us see how to solve it further. Now we'll put b equal to this in equation number 6. I hope you remember the substitution method. Over there what we supposed to do, from whichever equation we get the value, we have to put in another one. Okay, as I obtain the value of b from 5th, I will put in 6th. So now put b equal to 5 plus 2a upon 7 in equation 6th. So let us see what happens. So when we put this 8b plus 7 into, at the place of b, that is 5 plus 2a upon 7. Okay, is equal to 15. So here I do get 8b, this 7 and 7 will cancel out, plus 5 plus, at the place of b equal to, okay, I have to put at the place of b, I replace at the place of a. Okay, so here what I have to do, I have to put this value in a. So 8 at the place of b, that is 5 plus 2a upon 7 plus 7a is equal to 15. So this will become 40 plus 16a upon 7 plus 7a is equal to 15. So ultimately this will become 40 plus 16a plus 49a whole upon 7 is equal to 15. Okay, so now just by solving this you will be able to get the value of a. So therefore here I can write this 49 plus 16, 55a. Okay, therefore 55a plus 40 is equal to 105. Okay, 15 into 7, that is 105. So over here 55a is equal to 65. Okay, this should be 65a actually. Difference will be 65. 49 plus 16 is 65. 65a is equal to 65. Therefore, a is equal to 1. So here we got the value of a. But a is equal to 1 upon x. So therefore, 1 upon x equal to 1, and therefore x is equal to 1. Now next we have to put this value of a equal to 1 in directly. I can put in this, or I can put either of these two. So I will go with this. Now put a is equal to 1, put a is equal to 1 in 7th, in equation 7th. So b is equal to 5 plus 2 into 1 upon 7, that is 5 plus 2 upon 7, therefore b is equal to 1. 7 upon 7, that is b equal to 1. Now b is equal to 1 upon y, therefore 1 upon y is equal to 1, therefore y is equal to 1. Here I am writing the concluding statement. Okay, that x equal to 1 and y equal to 1 is the solution of the given equation. I hope this is clear to you, so please note it down and then we will see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the question number 6. Question 20, its 6th part. Okay, question number 6 is almost same as question number 5, so I will solve up to the point and then you have to solve it by your own. So let us see. Question 6 is given equations are, okay, given equations are 6x plus 3y, 6x plus 3y is equal to 6xy. Let this be equation number 1. Now equation number 2 is 2x plus 4y, 2x plus 4y is equal to 5xy. This is equation number 2. So again, first of all, we have to rewrite this equation. See, we never have an equation in which right hand side has the variable. We always have right hand side as the constant or 0. But here xy is there. So anyhow we have to remove this xy. So let us see how to solve this. So rewriting equation first and equation second as follow. Okay, so see, here we have 6x plus 3y is equal to 6xy. So we can say divide throughout by xy, so that here we will get only constant. And to remove the constant, or sorry, to make it only constant, we have to remove this variable, and that can be done by dividing it xy. As we have to divide by xy on the right hand side, definitely we have to do the same on the left hand side. So this will become 6x upon 6xy, okay, plus 3y upon 6xy is equal to 6xy upon xy. So this ultimately, okay, only xy, not 6xy. So now x and x cancel, so 6 upon y, plus y and y cancel, so 3 upon x is equal to 6. Now if you observe carefully, this is the similar equation as we saw in our previous sum. Okay, so let it be equation number 3. Now in the similar way I am going to solve the second one, and after that you have to do it by your own. Okay, now 2x plus 4y is equal to 5xy. Again we have to divide by xy throughout. So here I do get 2 upon y plus 4 upon x is equal to 5. Let it be equation number 4. Now you have to rewrite third and fourth by taking 1 upon x equal to a and 1 upon y equal to b. Then you will get two equations in a and b. Then by solving them you will get a and b and then x, y. So that you have to do by your own. So note it down up to this point, leave some space, and then we will see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next is question number 6. Sorry, question number 7. 6 we have already done this type of question. So here we'll see question number 7. Okay, it is 1 upon 3x y 1 upon 3x plus y, given equations are 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y, 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 4, is equal to 3 by 4, not directly 4, it is 3 upon 4. Let it be equation number 1. And the second equation is 1 upon 2 multiplied by 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 into 3x plus y is equal to minus 1 upon 8, is equal to minus 1 upon 8. This is equation number 2. Okay, so definitely I am going to give you the solution of this question in detail, but before that, think for a while that how you will proceed to get its solution. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. See over here, the very first observation that here we have 1 upon 3x plus y, here again we have this 1 upon 3x plus y, isn't it? Similarly, here we have 1 upon 3x minus y, here again we have 1 upon 3x minus y. So this replacements we can do by a and b. So here if I put this as a, this complete quantity if I put as a, so this will become a by 2 and this will become b by 2. Okay, so very first I should say substitution, we have to start with this. That means we have to take 1 upon 3x plus y as a and 1 upon 3x minus y as b. Okay, so let us see. Rewriting equation first and equation 2 by taking 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to a and 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to b, we get. Okay, so this is a plus b is equal to 3 upon 4 simply. A plus b is equal to 3 upon 4. Okay, let it be equation number 3. Although here it is possible that we should simplify this by taking LCM, that is 2a plus 4a plus 4b equal to 3, that can be also done. And over here we will get a upon 2. So before this it's better to simplify this further. 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. Let it be equation number 3. 4a plus 4b is equal to 3. Okay, and we get a upon 2 minus b upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 8. So here I do get a minus b upon 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 8, or I do get a minus b is equal to minus 2 upon 8, that is I will get a minus b is equal to minus 1 upon 4, or I can say 4a minus 4b is equal to minus 1. This will be equation number 4th. Okay, here I got 4a plus 4b equal to 3, here I got 4a minus 4b equal to minus 1. So by doing so, it's now you can find it is very easy to simplify it further, isn't it? Here we have minus 4b, here we have plus 4b, so definitely we can cancel them just by adding. So let us see how to solve it further. Okay, now adding equation 3 and equation 4 we get. Okay, equation 3 and equation 4 we have to add. So here I have 4a plus 4b is equal to 3, and here I have 4a minus 4b equal to minus 1. So when I add these two, I'll get 8a is equal to 2, which gives me a is equal to 2 upon 8, that is 1 upon 4. So here I got the value of a. Now this value of a I'll put either in equation number 3 or in equation number 4 to get the value of b. Okay, or I can do one more thing, that a equal to 1 by 4 but a equal to this. So here I do write, therefore 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to 1 upon 4. Therefore 3x plus y is equal to 4. This is my equation number 5. Now next what I have to do, now I'll put this a equal to 1 by 4 in equation number 3. Now put a is equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, this is equation number 5. Okay, now put a is equal to 1 upon 4 in equation 3. Either I can put in equation 3 or I could put in equation number 4. So I am taking in equation number 3. So 4 multiplied by 1 upon 4 plus 4b is equal to 3. Therefore 1 plus 4b is equal to 3. Therefore 4b is equal to 2, and hence b is equal to 2 upon 4. Therefore, now what b was? B is actually 3x minus y, 1 upon 3x minus y. Therefore 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 1 upon 2, and hence 3x minus y is equal to 2. This is the equation number 6th. Okay, now we have to solve 5th and 6th to get the value of x and y. So let us see how to solve this further. So that for this again I have to apply any one of the algebraic method, that is either cross multiplication or elimination or substitution. So here again I am finding it is easy to solve these two by elimination, because over here I have minus y and over here I have plus y. So now adding equation 5th and 6th, equation 5th and 6th we get. Okay, let's see what we'll get. 3x plus y is equal to 4. Okay, 3x plus y is equal to 4, and over here 3x minus y is equal to 2. So this will cancel out. 6x is equal to 6, therefore x is equal to 1. Now I'll put this x equal to 1 in equation 5th or in equation 6 to get the value of y. So I'll put in 5th. Now put x equal to 1 in equation 5th. So it is almost done. Okay, when I put x equal to 1 over here, 3 into 1 plus y is equal to 4. Therefore, y is equal to 1. Okay, 4 minus 3, therefore y is equal to 1. So these are the values of x and y. And finally, I do write the concluding statement. It is thus x equal to 1 and y equal to 1 is the solution of the given equation. So please note it down. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Once again, I am explaining this in short. See, the thing that you have to observe that what replacement we can do, and for that these expression must be same in both the equation. For example, here it was 1 upon 3x plus y in both the equations. So I kept that as equal to a. I replaced that by a. And similarly, I got this, so I replaced this by b. So that you have to observe. Okay. And it is also not necessary that you took a and b. You can take any variable other than the variable used are used in the original equation. That instead of a and b, I can take p and q as well. Also, it is not necessary that you first took A and then B, you can interchange that as well. Okay, that was the one thing. Okay, after doing so, we'll get the pair of linear equation in two variables. We have to make them simplify as possible, and then we have to apply either substitution method or elimination method or cross multiplication method. From my side, I'll suggest that go for the elimination method because that takes least time and least confusion, but still it depends on you that which method you are going to use. After that, definitely you will get the values of A and B or whatever substitution that you had made. So after getting A, if you observe, I never try to get the value of B directly. After getting A, I replaced whatever A was. Over here it was 1 upon 3x plus y, so that I'll get a relation between x and y. And then I used to put the value of A in either of the equations containing A. Over here I used equation 3. And after putting the value of A over here, then I obtain B, and usually as I do that, what B was, it was actually 1 upon 3x minus y. So here I got the another relation between x and y. Now again you have to solve these two equations by elimination method or substitution method or cross multiplication method. That means we can say in this type of equations where we have to convert the equations into the form of a pair of linear equation in two variables, you have to apply those algebraic methods twice. Okay, maximum 2 times. So I hope this is clear to you. Now one thing more, we'll check. See, here we got y equal to 1 and x equal to 1. So let us see whether our answer is right or not. We'll check the values of x and y. Okay, in short you can say we'll verify our answer. Okay, so let us see how to do that verification. X equal to 1 and y equal to 1 that we have. So we'll verify. Sometime in exam they also ask you to verify your answer. So let us see how to verify in a proper way. Verification. So whenever you have to verify your answer, you have to verify with both the equations, and keep it in your mind that whenever you have to verify, you have to solve left hand side and right hand side separately. Okay, so verification for equation 1. So 1 upon LHS. Okay, we'll start with the left hand side. LHS is equal to 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y. So therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1 plus 1 upon 3 multiplied by 1 minus 1. Okay, so therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 3 plus 1 plus 1 upon 3 minus 1. Therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 2. So now you have to add it by taking LCM 4. So 1 plus 2. Therefore left hand side is equal to 3 by 4, which you can see is also the right hand side. So here I do write, therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Verified first. Verified equation. Okay, here I do write, hence verified equation 1. Now for equation 2, we have to verify both the equation, unless we won't be able to say whether our answer is right or wrong. So again we'll start with LHS. So 1 upon 2 3x plus y. Now instead of plus, this time over here sign is minus. So 1 upon 3x minus y. Again here we have 2 outside the bracket. Okay, again keep in your mind that you have to solve LHS RHS separately. Okay, here no need to solve RHS, but we can't take LHS and RHS all together. So therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 2 into 3 into 1 plus 1. Okay, minus, okay, minus 1 upon 2 into 3 into 1 minus 1. Simply I kept x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, that I obtain as my answer. So therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 2. 3 plus 1, that is 4, minus 1 upon 2. 3 minus 1, that is 2. So therefore, okay, therefore LHS is equal to 1 upon 8 minus 1 upon 4. Again here you have to go with the LCM, that is 8. So 1 minus 2. Therefore LHS is equal to minus 1 upon 8, which is equal to RHS. You can see over here. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. So here I do write hence verified equation 2. So both equations are verified. So please note it down. Okay, now your homework. Question number 20. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. That is the today's homework. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you.